It's a woman who invested nearly $100,000 in other mentors, other programs, other trainings. And she came to me and told me, like, this is it. This is where I really, for the first time ever, feel so seen and feel so clear on what my mission is and on what I want to build. Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to Rooted in the Cosmos, your podcast for all things spiritual leadership, higher consciousness, and new earth vision. My name is Isabelle Gloria. I'm your host, and I'm welcoming you to this brand new episode. Today is going to be a Q&A about my upcoming mentorship called the Cosmic Wanderess Mentorship. It's my 6-month mentorship for spiritual women who are ready to share their gifts and grow a community and basically step into their mission and into visibility with their work. It is for you if you know that you have something valuable to share and you see yourself in the role of a mentor, a coach, a guide in the spiritual space, but you haven't really been able to bring that into tangible form yet. Or you already started a business, but you need to clarify what your mission truly is. And you want to create your unique approach that people can recognize and want to invest in. There is a lot more that I could share about the mentorship and who it's for and what the details are, but that's all on my landing page. And I really want to focus on your personal questions that you sent in over the last couple of weeks since I announced this mentorship. So make sure to check out this website for all the details and to read if this is for you, because I'm going to focus on the very specific questions that you sent in, and I'm not going to go into all of the details that are already on the website. So make sure to check that out. I shared a question sticker on Instagram, and I also sent out a question form to my email list to give you an option to ask questions about the mentorship. So I'm going to answer the most asked questions today. But if there is something really specific you want to know, or something specific to your situation which helps you figure out if this mentorship is for you, my DMs are always open. So just write me a DM and we will figure out if this mentorship is for you and if this is the right thing for your goals. The first question, or the first two questions, kind of surprised me because they are kind of like the opposite of each other. The question is, what if I don't feel like a leader yet? Or what if I'm already in a leadership position? So I guess why this comes up is because I talk a lot about stepping into your leadership, stepping into your purpose, spiritual leadership, becoming a leader of the new earth and stuff like that. And this probably brings up questions within you, asking yourself, what if I don't feel like a leader yet? What if I'm already like kind of advanced in my business? Is this more for beginners? And I have to answer to that. It doesn't really matter where you are on the journey. Whether you already feel like a leader and you already have an established business in the spiritual space, or you are starting out fresh and you are just feeling called to step into leadership, it doesn't really matter, because what we work with is your unique expression. So we get to the core of what you are meant to do here on this earth. And then we work on that. And you can have a business for a couple of years. You can be successful in it, but you can still feel like you're not fully fulfilling your mission and you do the work that is not truly your fullest potential. Or you can feel called to step into leadership and know that you're meant to do something valuable here, but you have no idea where to even begin and what that thing could be and what that could look like in an offer or in tangible terms. So it doesn't matter if you already feel like a leader, if you've already been in a leadership position in the spiritual space for a while, or if you feel called to be, because the work is essentially the same and the mentorship is very personalized. It has a set curriculum, but it's very personalized. You have a lot of interactions with me, and we can work on your specific goals and on the specific things that need to shift and change in your business or need to be created for you to step into leadership or for you to fully feel embodied in your leadership. This is a good one. What makes CWM different from other mentorships? I would say a lot of mentorships give you one piece of the puzzle. They either go into the spiritual side of things, they go into activation, into removing blocks, into removing visibility blocks, into activating your gifts and all these things, or they go hardcore into the business side of things, and it's very strategic, very male energy centered, and very dry in a way. And the Cosmic Wanderess Mentorship really starts at the spiritual core of it all. So it is business related, and you will not just get spiritual fluff and a couple of activations and a couple of block removals. It is very much working on your business tangibly, but we're always coming from a spiritual essence. So while we work on your brand, for example, and we decide on the colors that your business should have and on the visual and on the aesthetics that are recognizable for other people, we are not just working on that visually and aesthetically. We really get to the core of what is that frequency that wants to speak through you, and how do we express that in a visual brand that sells and that calls in your people. There is always a spiritual aspect to the business side of things, and I have both aspects within me. I have a background in graphic design and in marketing, so that's what I learned, that's what I studied. And I also am a very spiritual person. I've had a massive spiritual awakening. I've had multiple near-death experiences. I'm in constant contact with higher dimensional beings. With the Cosmic Wanderess Mentorship, I really offer the best of both worlds. That not only made me successful in the spiritual space, but that will also help you become successful in the spiritual space. The Cosmic Wanderers Mentorship not only gives you the spiritual insight about yourself, it also tells you how to tangibly market that and how to share your message. You can have all the insight in the world, you can know so much about your purpose and about your mission and about what you're meant to do here. If you don't have the skills and the strategy to put it out into the world and to make people attracted to you, to make them listen, to make them see you, it doesn't go anywhere. So that is what makes the Cosmic Wanderers Mentorship unique. You have both aspects. It's deeply, deeply spiritual and cosmic, but it's also driven by marketing strategies, by growing a community on social media, by applying certain things to your brand that will make you stand out. It is the best of both worlds, literally. I can only say it that way. And that's what the women inside the Cosmic Wanderers Mentorship who have gone through this mentorship appreciate about it so much. They never feel like they're just getting some vague spiritual guidance, but they also don't feel like they are in a dry ass business mentorship that only is about sales and tactics and strategies. It's a very nice mix. How much time do I realistically need each week is another question that came up a lot. During the mentorship, you get new content every week to work through. Some of the modules will be very intuitive, very easy. You will go through them fast, while others need more of your attention. And realistically, it's not really the goal to work through all of the modules every week. It's more of the goal to stay in touch with what we're doing each week, but working on it as we go through the mentorship. So for example, some of the modules are just a practice or just something that you do very quickly, and others really require you to work on them for a couple of weeks over time with my support, of course, and it's not realistic to get them done within 1 week. So it's hard to tell you how much time you need to set aside for the mentorship each week, but we have enough time. That was really important for me when I created this mentorship, because I know that creativity cannot be forced and you need to be in kind of a flow state to actually bring out your best, your most aligned ideas and the work that really will resonate with your people. The mentorship is 6 months, and only the first 3 months are filled with weekly content to work through. The other 3 months are additional support that will hold you in stepping into what you have created in the first 3 months. So that could look like still working on a technique or on a program, on a project that you settled on in the first 3 months, and I support you in that. It could also look like already welcoming the first clients because you're already done with whatever you wanted to create for them to go through and to offer. It could also look like working on community growth and getting support in that. It's very personalized and very unique what you are going to use the time for. And that's why I can wholeheartedly say you will not be stressed out during this mentorship. You will not feel like, oh my God, it's almost over. I haven't done like this one thing that I really wanted to do. You really have enough time. It's 6 months, and only 3 months of that is learning new things every week. And those other 3 months are implementing these things and working on the things that take more time to work on with my full support. If you still need more time after those 6 months, there is an option to join the Cosmic Wanderess Ascended, which is basically an alumni group of women who went through the entire mentorship and want to stay supported long term. It's a very, very small monthly investment. Think of a gym membership, which allows you to stay supported long term. You can jump in, jump out, you can join for a month, take a break, join in again. It is always there for you. The alumni group will always welcome you back. If you need more time, additional support, want long-term mentorship from me, it's always there for you. If you invest in the initial offer, you are supported long term and we are connected long term. You're in it for the long run. You don't run out of time. What kind of result did your clients create inside CWM? There are so many amazing things that my women work through and build during the time inside the Cosmic Wanderess Mentorship. I can't even decide what to pick as an example. There is this one woman, she's amazing. She now has one of the biggest spiritual podcasts in Italy. The podcast was one of the things that she worked on during the time in the Cosmic Wanderess Mentorship. She has her own oracle deck now. She has clients coming to her through the podcast. She literally built her little empire all in Italian. So she really ascended to this known spiritual teacher in her own home country, which is amazing. Then there's another woman currently living in Mexico. She created her own spiritually infused jewelry brand. So she's amazing at channeling messages. She's also in contact with a lot of higher dimensional beings. And she channels messages into the jewelry and creates jewelry for her clients based on that channeling, based on that frequency and that intention that wants to come through for the client. She's also hosting sound healing workshops. She's doing in-person workshops where people come to her and pick jewelry and buy jewelry. She has her own jewelry store now, and it's just amazing to see her thrive as well. Then there's this other woman from Germany. She's amazing as well. They're all amazing. She wanted to focus on community growth and on creating impact on social media during the time of the mentorship. So that's what we did. And by applying everything that she's learned and figured out about herself and about her brand, about her messaging, about what she's meant to post every day, she grew a following of more than 10,000 souls on TikTok. She's thriving on there, has hundreds of thousands of views and comments and engagement, and can really start billing from that now. She has a huge platform now, a lot of people waiting for her to step up with an offer, and that's what she wanted to focus on. She really wanted to grow on social media first, so that's what she did. Then there's a woman from the US. She's about to host her first retreat in Costa Rica, an in-person retreat. She has basically all spots sold at this point, and she's also thriving on social media after implementing the things she's learned in the Cosmic Wanderers mentorship for a couple of months. She's actually still working with me. She is in the alumni group and we are working together still really closely. In the last couple of months, she really wanted to grow on social media, so we worked on that and I supported her in that. And now after just a couple of months, things are picking up, and she also has hundreds of thousands of views. She has a lot of engagement. She obviously sold all the spaces for her retreat. People invest in her, they trust her. She's actually growing the community that she always wanted now. People trust her, people invest in her, people come to her retreat, and she's fully like embodying that role that she didn't even think she could achieve a while ago. This question or similar questions came through a lot as well. What if I have too many ideas and I keep changing direction every few months? I don't know where to start, what to do, what my thing is. This is exactly what the mentorship is for. A lot of women step in having a lot of knowledge and actually are very, very capable, but they don't know what their thing is, their unique way of expressing themselves, of working with clients, of finding a way that actually is fun to them and not just how you should do it. I also see a lot of them having a lot of certifications and practices that they use and techniques from other teachers that they are doing on their clients. And while this is amazing and very good to have so much knowledge, I really feel like the true New Earth leader doesn't need anyone else's certification or teacher training. We really want to bring out your unique approach So I want you to think of yourself not as someone who gets certified in someone else's technique, but as the person who comes up with a technique, with her own technique during the mentorship. So if you feel confused about what you're meant to do, you have so many options, you have so many tools in your toolbox, let's just set that aside and take that knowledge that you have from all these certifications and create your very own thing. I think that's far more powerful and makes you feel more aligned long term. And it also gives you clarity and a clear direction. It feels so much more clean when you just have that one thing that you are known for versus having so many methods and so many practices to pick from that you don't ever feel like you are really on your unique path. Can CWM help me create my first offer even if I've never sold anything before? Yes. It doesn't matter if you already have an offer, if you've already sold before, or if this is your very first time creating anything, offering anything. Both is welcome, and we will work on what is necessary for you to be able to sell. You obviously create the offer during the mentorship with my support, or you can work on an offer that you already have and refine it and make it better and make it stand out amongst others. And then we also will work on your leadership so that you can embody the energy that sells this offer. You will know how exactly to talk to clients and stay in a leadership position. You will learn how to lovingly sell and not be salesy, but really make people want to buy from you because it's authentic and not just a sales tactic. You will learn how to stay in your leadership, how to create your own thing that people want to invest in. This is literally the point of the mentorship. I really want to work with and train the new earth leaders of this next generation and not just replicate sales tactics or things that you can basically Google. We are working on your thing that will magnetize your people, and the point of that is selling to them, of course. I've been posting online for years with little to no engagement, and I also invested a lot in other mentors. What is different about this time? I'm afraid I will invest and not get out of it what I hope for. Very good question, and this came through a couple of times in different words. First thing I want to say is trust your intuition. I cannot convince you that this is the thing. I know that the Cosmic Wanderess Mentorship is powerful and I see the results in my clients. But after all, you have to make the decision. You have to really feel for yourself if this is for you, if you resonate with me, if you resonate with how I lead my business, how I express myself online, because a lot of my energy is inside this mentorship, of course. Then there's the thing that I know and I hear time and time again, which is that people come to me after investing a lot of money in a lot of different coaches, and CWM brings it all together. It is the thing that really clicks for them. It is the thing that finally makes sense and finally brings everything together that they were looking for in so many different mentors and programs. And I hear that time and time again. Literally, one of the testimonials on my website says this exact thing. It's a woman who invested nearly $100,000 in other mentors, other programs, other trainings. And she came to me and told me, like, this is it. This is where I really, for the first time ever, feel so seen and feel so clear on what my mission is and on what I want to build. For a lot of people, CWM brings it all together. It finally starts to click and they finally feel like they are having the whole package instead of just picking from different sources. This next question came through only once, but I want to add that in here in case you're struggling with that internal fight as well. This woman said, I feel really called by the idea of being a coach for women who want to connect with their bodies after trauma. But I feel really bad asking for money because I love helping them and it should come from this place. So she's basically saying support that comes from the heart should not be paid for, or she's struggling with asking for money for something that is of support and of service for others. I really want to change your mindset around this by answering this question, and it's actually something we go through inside the Cosmic Wanderess Mentorship. We work on your money mindset and on your leadership mindset. So think of building a community around this topic that this woman mentioned as an example. helping women connect with their bodies again after trauma. Naturally, you will create a lot of content for free because this free content supports your business. You will probably post daily. You will give away a lot of the knowledge for free. You will host free webinars. You will host free workshops. You may publish an ebook that is for free, and you will send out emails that are valuable and also for free. So as a content creator and as a mentor, as a leader, you automatically, naturally put out a lot of content for free. What does that cost you? A lot of time. You need to create the content, you need to come up with the ideas, reflect on yourself. You need time and energy to put into your business. So the only way for you to sustainably keep that up is if someone compensates you for that work you put in. So naturally, what needs to happen is that you need to attract clients who pay you for working with them. But the difference is they not only get the free content, they get personalized guidance. You hold space for them. You really get to know them. You work with them specifically. You help them in their life situation and they compensate you for that. It's an energy exchange. And by offering this more personalized service to your clients who pay you, you have time and you have the financial means to create more content for free for everyone who cannot afford that or who is not in the position to invest. You're not forcing anyone to give you money. You are inviting those who are ready and capable of going very, very deep with you in a very personalized container, but you're still providing for a large community and you're still providing them with knowledge, with value, with daily content that will help them on their journey. So as leaders, we really have to change our mindsets and not feel like we're taking from people if we ask for money for personalized guidance. We are sustaining a larger business that helps a lot of people, but those you help in a very personalized way, that obviously is a different level of putting in energy. During that time, you cannot create for your following, for your audience. So what naturally happens is that an energy exchange has to happen. You have to be paid for that time that you only put into that one client who came to you. You did not force them. They want this personalized support. They are ready to invest in you. And they are so because they saw all of the free things that you do every day. So there's also this fear of if you offer too much for free, people will not come to you. Absolutely not true. Don't be afraid of giving for free. And that's the beauty of it. You can be so open-hearted. You can give so much for free. It will only ever create more clients who are thrilled to pay you. Another thing that came up a lot is having another job and wanting to do this, but not being sure if that works out. So this woman asked, I run a normal job alongside my spiritual work. I started a business last year, but I'm not in the position yet to fully work online on my spiritual business. Is this mentorship realistic for me now? Do I have enough time? And will there be a possibility for me to stop working a normal job after this mentorship? Well, I could be salesy now and tell you after 3 months in my mentorship, your life will not be the same anymore. You will never have to work 1 hour in your regular job anymore. Never again. Or I could be transparent with you and honest and tell you that things take time. Building an audience takes time. Converting that audience into clients takes time. Gaining trust of your audience, of your people, takes time. And creating an offer and selling that offer also takes time. But we're not talking about years, we're talking about months if you put in the work and if you're really devoted to this. I have seen it multiple times, people starting out with having a side job or working half-time or even full-time, and then being able to either cut hours down after a couple of months or letting go completely of that job after a certain amount of time. What I always like to tell my clients is that if you are working a job that supports your plan A, it is not a plan B. If you still need to work 20 hours a week in a regular job to be able to work on your business and to sustain your life in that way, that is not a plan B. That is not taking away from you being a leader and being self-employed. It just supports your plan A and makes it possible to manifest fully within the next couple of months. This is what I always tell my clients. There is no shame in still having a job, in still working for someone else. You really want to make this work. You have to make it work. You have to make money somehow. You have to start somewhere. After a couple of months, you will look back and things will have changed if you put in the work, if you put in the effort. So eventually, the goal, of course, is to only do your spiritual work. That is the goal. And that is what people achieve when they really put in the work and when they don't have this false idea of being able to do that within 3 months, but are willing to really put in the work for a couple of months before that can happen. I really want to be transparent with you. I've seen it. It's happening for my clients all the time. So to answer the question, yes, it does help you, but you need to be realistic. You need to put in the time and the devotion, and you need to let go of that idea that a lot of coaches are selling you, that after 3 months, your entire life will change, you will swim in money, and everything will be thriving. That can be true for some people. They really pop off, but realistically, in my clients, I've seen that if they are in it for the long run, but that also builds a sustainable business, not just a hype launch that works once and then they are back to zero. They build sustainably. They really build a community that trusts them and that will invest in them time and time again, no matter what they offer. This is a cute question. What does a typical week inside CWM look like? Okay, so the typical week looks like this. On Monday morning, you get new content that drips out in the client portal, and you can go through the modules at your own pace. You then go check the group chat where all the women who are going through the mentorship with you at the same time are in, and there's also me. And there's already a message telling you what is relevant this week, what is the most important part of this set of modules, and what you should focus on. Then a little bit later in the week or later in the day, you have a question, you reach out to me, I answer you, I give you feedback on the things you've already worked on. You can send me some things for me to give feedback on. You can send me your finished worksheets. How much or how little support you want, I'm there for you. The other women are also there for you. You can connect with them in the chat. A little bit later in the week, our group call happens. So you connect on Zoom with me and all the other women, and we talk about all things spiritual leadership. I give you some additional information, some mindset work. Sometimes it's just a free flow call where we exchange about the things that are relevant to us right now. The calls look different each week and they're different in every group, but you can be sure that you connect on a call every week. Then a little bit later in the week, you are finished with most of the modules. I give you feedback again. Other women are sharing their stuff and you get inspired by them. You make friends. That happens a lot, actually. I've had so many women who are good friends now and they're still in contact. They do things together. They work together sometimes even. And that's beautiful to see. So there's also an aspect of you will meet amazing women who just get it and who have the same vision and the same goals and the same vision for their life than you. This is so precious because most women who come to the Cosmic Wanderess Mentorship don't really have that in their immediate surroundings. So they really, really value the group aspect as well. So that is basically your week. You work through your modules and I'm always there to support you. The other women are there to connect with you. And yeah, you can ask questions, you can ask for feedback, we can brainstorm together, we can work on things together. It's a very connected, hands-on mentorship. I kind of already answered this one, but I still want to mention it. Is it mostly content I watched on my own, or is there real life contact with you? There is a lot of live contact with me. So we have our weekly call, but besides that, I'm available for you 6 days a week. You will not be left alone in between calls, and you will not feel like you are just doing a self-paced course. Certainly not. You can ask any woman who has gone through the Cosmic Wanderess Mentorship Nobody will tell you that this is a self-paced course. Just because the modules of the week are available to you throughout the entire week doesn't mean that this is a self-paced course. You can work on those modules at your own pace, but you can always reach out for support, for brainstorming, for questions. I'm basically always in touch with you, and we are in touch with each other for the entirety of the mentorship. This is not a self-paced course. I can only emphasize on that. There are some other questions, but they are quite similar, and I feel like I would repeat myself if I answer them all. So if there is still something unanswered, like I said in the beginning, don't hold back, reach out to me. You can DM me on Instagram. I link my Instagram here. The Cosmic Wanderess Mentorship only has a couple of spots because I work so closely with my women. I cannot offer this in a big group format. So if you are on the wait list, you have the best chances to get one of these spots. You can find basically all the information, including the investment and everything you need to know, on the website. So you can make an internal decision if this is for you before even applying for the best chances to get one of those spots. If there's anything unclear to you, if you have any questions, reach out, don't hold back. No question is too small to ask or too stupid to ask or too much to ask. So just reach out. I will definitely get back to you. That being said, I really hope this was interesting for you and you have a better understanding of what this mentorship is all about. I will talk to you next week with a brand new episode, and that's going to be a normal one again. And until then, have a beautiful week.